press briefing that was held by the Ministry of External Affairs and the Armed Forces personnel representatives that were present yesterday at 10:30 a.m. made it extremely clear of the terror targets that had been targeted, those 9 attacks that had been made precision wise and that led to the neutralization of those 31 individuals who were related to the terror outfits operating out of Pakistan. Makes it amply clear. Those videos, those pictures, those satellite imagery that has been shared by the Ministry of External Affairs, it makes it amply clear to the world across that there has been a successful operation Sindoor that has been conducted. We'll discuss more about that. I'm going to move on to the other big development that has happened across our border in Pakistan. The Pakistan Civil Aviation Authority has now announced that Lahore and Sialkot airports will be shut up until noon today. That's the latest update. Now remember the Pakistan airspace, India has refused for all aircraft to restrain themselves from using the Pakistan airspace, and that's exactly what has happened. There is no activity, there's hardly a plane that is flying over the Pakistan airspace. Remember, as per the reports that had come in just an hour and a half ago, there had been reportedly a blast that had been observed in Lahore, and after that there has been an advisory that has been issued by Pakistan that the airports in Lahore are going to be closed down up until 12 p.m. today. So Lahore and Sialkot are the two airports that have been shut down. Meanwhile, if you take a look at the flight radar 24, which provides us real-time information about the flight operations taking place all across the globe, and if we take a look at this, here it is, the Pakistan airspace, and if you take a look at the line of control and the international border, the airspace around Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Uttaranchal, Jammu and Kashmir is completely, there is no movement that is taking place on this airspace. More importantly, obviously, India has also shut down all flight operations in the airports across the border in all these states. Very important, crucial. These are border states along the country of Pakistan. It becomes highly important that these precautionary measures are taken, and these guidelines are being adhered by the airlines, by authorities that are ensuring that the airspace is left vacant. I'm going to come back to my guest, Major General Ajay Chaturvedi, also on the telecast with me. General Chaturvedi, yesterday I was on my way to Moscow. I had to cancel my flight, but I was it was difficult to get a direct flight from Delhi to Moscow. But at the same time, the flight that I had taken, which was which was Delhi to Tashkent in Uzbekistan, that flight also got delayed by about 5 hours. The fact that it was initially scheduled to use the airspace over Pakistan and head to Uzbekistan, it had to reroute the flight, and then finally the flight took off at about 5:45 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So flight operations have obviously discomforted the people, the passengers traveling on this route, but at the same time very essential to ensure the safety of the people, safety of the passengers. What do you have to say about this? Do you think this operation is going to continue for a few more days?
War with Pakistan, they have
Okay, I'll come back to you, sir. There's an issue with your network. Alok Mehta, I'm going to come back to you about this discontinuing flights, delay of flights, rerouting, even cancellation of flights, and especially with this latest report of these two bomb blasts that have been reported in Lahore and Sialkot. The flight operations have been suspended up until 12 p.m. by Pakistan in Lahore and Sialkot. Now, how do we, at this point in time, there are no more reports about what happened, what has happened, what has led to these blasts that took place in Sialkot and Lahore. What is your opinion on this?
Actually, in the fog of war, it is done by some agencies which is inimical to Pakistan. They have done it, or it has been done by themselves to ensure that certain damage is attributed to India or something. So therefore, one is not very clear about how it has happened. But suffice to say that operations will remain suspended from Lahore, Sialkot, and here we must remember a few things. One, that if they have suspended our flights across Pakistani airspace, so have we done. And the damage is far more to them than to us, because their movement to southeast and is totally not permitted. So therefore, this kind of things in fog of war, yeah, one has to expect and should continue with this. So therefore, how long is not a question. It is, we must not
Okay, I will have to interrupt you, sir. We'll try to fix that audio issue with you. Meanwhile, that's the latest that we're getting. Up until 12 p.m., flight operations in Lahore and Sialkot airports have been suspended. This is in